Hi guys, welcome to another Revising 5. So I apologise for the quality and the editing of this video. I just need to get it out for you guys to make sure you've got it in time for your assessment. So today we're going to look at 4.5 location factors, okay? So all you really need to know about location are the factors that affect a business's choice to locate in a particular area, okay? And now some of these factors will be more important than others to different types of businesses. So let's have a look at what these factors are. So the first factor is proximity to customers. So proximity means closeness. Okay, so some businesses need to be close to their customers, otherwise they're not going to be successful. Okay, so businesses that rely on high footfall are things like barbers, coffee shops, things like that. Okay, people aren't going to travel out their way to go to these places. But if they're located where there's high footfall, such as town centres, then they can do a really good trade just by people walking past their store. Okay. Another factor might be proximity to suppliers. Okay. So if again, that's closeness to suppliers. So if one of the factors is you being close to your supply because it might be a specialist supply of a product, or you just want to cut the costs down, okay? If you realize that one of your biggest costs is the fact that your suppliers are transporting over the world or over across the country or something like that, okay, and you have identified that this is quite a big cost, you might want to be close to your suppliers, okay? That might be a big factor in you locating your business. Another big factor is location of communication, okay? So what I mean by that is if your business relies heavily on communicating using Wi-Fi and other things like that, okay, you want to be in an area where there's good connection, okay? This is usually big cities or towns and things like that, okay? You wouldn't really want to be out in the middle of nowhere if and your business relies heavily on communication. Let's say you are an online business or something like that, okay, you need to be able to be connected online consistently and regularly, okay? Another would be transport costs, okay? So again, similar to the proximity of suppliers, so how long it takes and how much it takes to transport your goods across to make them into your product, okay? And infrastructure links. Infrastructure basically means like roads and transport and railways and air, things like that. So basically, if your business needs to rely heavily on these infrastructure links, you might want to be close to where there's loads of these. For example, if you look at Amazon and their big, massive warehouses, they're always located on the motorway, okay, near big sections of motorway where there's loads of links, okay? This is so that they can get out and deliver to the country much more readily. Okay, Amazon relies on speedy delivery. Their warehouses need to be close to the motorway, okay, so that you wouldn't have them anywhere near the town centre or in places where there isn't a motorway. You need to be able to get to your customers. Proximity to labour, okay, is needed for skilled or unskilled, okay. Again, closeness to your labour. If you need skilled labour, you might need to locate there. For example, a lot of software companies are based in Silicon Valley in California because that's where a lot of programmers are. Okay, they go to a university, quite a few universities near there. That's where you can find a big array of talent of software programmers. Okay, which is going to be beneficial for your business. A big one would be cost of site. Okay, so whether it's expensive or not. All right. Okay, so if you're, let's say, located in a big area like Heathrow Airport, okay, obviously you can get loads of customers walk past. There's going to be good proximity to your customers, but it's going to be a massive cost. Again, you need to weigh that up. Sometimes you get government influences such as subsidies, which is where the government will give you money to locate in a particular area. Let's say you are located in an area of quite high unemployment. The government might give you money in terms of tax breaks if you locate there, because obviously you're going to employ people, which is going to decrease the unemployment rate, which is going to be good for the government. And sometimes the level of competition is going to affect your decision to locate in a particular place. If there's no competition in a particular area, let's say you're a coffee shop or something like that, you might want to go there, okay, because there's no competition. You can sort of establish yourself in the market, or vice versa. You might want to go where there's lots of competition, okay. For certain businesses do this, so like car dealerships will do this a lot. So they tend to be out of town, just out of town, but you probably see like a big Ford garage next to a Seat garage next to a Vauxhall garage, okay? Because when people buy cars, sometimes it's not an impulse decision, but they'll go to a particular garage, let's say Ford, but they'll see Seat and things like that and see some deals, and they'll pop in there because they want to buy a car. They're thinking it's a Ford, but they could also be enticed by the competitors as well. So that's why sometimes you'll get a cluster of competitors close to each other, okay? And in the exam, guys, you'll probably get a question that will say identify 2 factors or 3 factors or whatever. You simply just identify any of these I've just spoken about, okay? And then it's usually evaluating which one's more important, okay? It does depend on the business. Let's say it's a coffee shop. So which factors are more important? Yes, you need to be close to your customers, okay? Level of competition is going to be more important than, let's say, government subsidies or proximity to suppliers. Okay, so it depends on the business. You've just got to evaluate which factor is more important to them and what that's going to how that's going to impact the business. Okay, thank you for listening. I will see you soon.